What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at a personal grooming kit from World War One. Now, luckily, the owner of this had his name, initials, and some cool artwork done by an artist on this. So I was actually able to ID the soldier and get a little bit of a background history on him. Not a ton, but a little bit. So we'll kind of get into that here. So you see here, he's got his initials, ODF, which is Oliver D. Foster. It says the artist's name here, but I can't make it out. It starts with a J, and it looks like his last name is Haid, but I can't make out that first name. But like I said, this is just a personal grooming kit here. You can see O.D. Foster also written right there. And then if you open that up here, you've got like a little, almost like a horse brush, or a brush that was broken and sanded down to be a little bit more compact. A little pocket Bible, and then here a broken pair of grooming scissors. And there is a mirror here I'll show you here in a second. There's some cool artwork on the Bible, the back of the case, and the mirror case itself. But a little bit more about Oliver here. So after doing a little bit of research, I found out that Oliver Foster he was born April 25th, 1894 in Fredonia, New York, which is kind of cool because I'm originally from the Rochester area, so not terribly far from my hometown. Yeah, so born in 1894, and his military service started in March 26th, 1918, as a member of Company D, 309th Infantry, 78th Division. He shipped out of Brooklyn, New York on May 20th, 1918. And I'll probably butcher the name, but he was on a ship called the Morvada, and he headed to Bordeaux, France as a private. So let's take a look at the Bible first. New Testament, ODF for Oliver D. Foster, and then like I said, I just can't make out that first name, but Haid looked like it was the last name of the gentleman who did the artwork on this. And you've got Oliver D. Foster, Company D, 309th. So, some pretty cool stuff here. You know, just a standard little pocket Bible that he would have carried with him for good luck and prayer and whatnot. But so yeah, after he shipped to France, I don't know a ton of what he did. He wasn't there for a super long time, obviously. Especially if he went there May 20th of 1918, he wasn't there for too much longer before the war, or our part of the war ended. But he did return. I was able to find his shipping to and shipping from France documents, and he returned to Brooklyn on January 31st in 1919 on a ship called the Pastors as a corporal. So kind of cool. And then I'll set this aside here for a second. So then up in here we have his personal shaving mirror that's in another little case. But we can see here 309th D US. So obviously that's for, you know, he was in Company D in the 309th Infantry, so it's got the two crossed rifles with a little emblem there. Oliver D. Foster. Like I said, in here is just a little shaving mirror that's in rough condition, but that's to be expected for it being 103 years old. See, very, very rough shape. Excuse my face there. But the main reason I bought this piece was just because of the artwork that was on this alone. I thought was really awesome, an awesome display piece. But then the other two cool parts is, so you already saw the one side of the Bible, but then on the other side, this artwork done here, which I'll give you a better view. It's actually on here as well. So we're going to set that aside. We're going to go ahead and close this up and take a look at that here. So that's the same artwork that's on the back of the Bible here, just done on a bigger scale, so it's a little bit easier to make out. So let's take a look at this. Now, from the research that I've done, I have traced this back to being the symbol for the Independent Order of the Odd Fellows, which seems like it's very similar to a Masonic type of group that involves lodges and pledges and all sorts of kind of secretive stuff like that. It's basically supposed to be a non-political, non-sectarian international fraternal order. It was founded in 1819 by Thomas Wildley in Baltimore, Maryland, and that was evolving from the Order of Odd Fellows that was originally founded in England during like the 1700s. So breaking down a little bit of their symbolism, and I'm not an expert on these guys. I just did a little bit of research trying to figure out what all this meant. So if you want to know like super deep detail, I just recommend looking up them. But from what I read, their symbolism is a lot of threes that involves these three initials right here: FLT for friendship, love, and truth. So going into that as well, a lot of their symbolism involves these three links. Usually they'll have like they'll be on grave sites, lodges, stuff like that, and the three links will have an F, L, and a T in them as well for friendship, love, and truth. You've got the all-seeing eye, again, very Masonic. You usually have either just three arrows and a bow, or a quiver, arrows, and a bow, and again, the three arrows for friendship, love, and truth. And then the other thing that you see here is a red heart and an open palm, which is symbolizing giving from the heart. So, again, that's just a little bit of research I did, just trying to figure out what this whole deal was. Seems very Masonic to me. If any of y'all know any more information about them, feel free to let me know or correct me if I got anything wrong on that. But so yeah, that is essentially the personal grooming kit of one Oliver D. Foster, a World War I soldier and a member of the Independent Order of the Odd Fellows. Again, Company D. So that is that. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, you guys be good.